The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers' offense will go on the attack first. And, Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of a defense. They're going to throw his way early and often.
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense, and guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs.
He's going to take a shot right away. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that. Intercepted, the defense is set up. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your...
Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense.
All out of space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here.
There he goes.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Darrisaw. It's a running room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. That That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davidson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. They go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chain. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Their catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've got the screen set up. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Darrisaw. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's down to 22. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Just keeps slinging it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Reels it in down the left side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but Stark gonna take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. The defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Doors.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Handoff to the lone back. It's a seam wide open. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On 30 short of the run and looking for the first down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Yeah, and you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here, because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on 1st, 2nd, 3rd. They got it on 4th down, so that's a kick in the gut, and all of a sudden, right away on 1st down, they're running it at you again. You're not being respected right now on defense, and until someone stops the running game, you're not going to get it.
Got a man, it's Smith, and he's dragged down.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And that is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Pulled down for the tackle.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to throw on third down. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Here comes the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
And I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. If they knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more, so they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Darrison. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter, you got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down, better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Gets open down the middle. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets away from 1. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
A 1st down run in the red zone. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Makes the grab.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st down here for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Wide open spaces. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gibson on the option. Turning on the Jets. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. With the run on 1st and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were